Hello everyone, welcome to Let's Cook Some Maths channel. Today we're looking at a question that a student of mine recently asked, and this is a very common type of question in PSLE. Let's read the question. Mrs. Chua bought some bags and pencil cases for a total of $216. So we know the total amount that she spent on all of these items. She bought 3 times as many pencil cases as bags. Okay, so we're gonna highlight this. She paid $22.20 more for the bags than for the pencil cases. Now from here, you already can start to work out how much she paid for the bags and the pencil cases. So let's work that out first. So if we can draw a model for what's the amount spent on pencil cases, and for the bags, she's gonna be spending $22 more for the pencil cases, for the bags than for the pencil cases. So we're gonna draw this little model. The total amount is $216.60, which means to find out the total amount spent on pencil cases, we can work it out by doing a subtraction of $22.20 and then we divide by 2. Total money on P for pencil cases, $216.60 minus $22.20 divided by 2, and you're gonna get $97.20. And for the total amount spent on bags, you can just add the $22.20 to $97.20. So that will be $119.40. All right, so now we know the total cost spent on these 2 groups of items. We are now going to focus on the number. Now, this is a the cost model. The number of items is going to be a totally different model. So let me use hex to represent the number of items. And you have to be sure not to mix them up. Okay, so for pencil cases, we have 3 times, all right, as many as bags. Okay, that's in terms of the numbers. And for the bags, we have 1 unit. So this is how it looks. Now, we know that the total cost spent on all pencil cases, we've just worked that out, it's $97.20. So even though I say not to mix them, but this is a necessary information to bring over. And for the bags, we spent a total of $119.40. Now, it doesn't mean that this is going to be, it has some relationship with pencil cases in this manner. We're not going to do a comparison like this, but what we can do is to do a fair comparison. We're going to take 1 unit of pencil cases versus 1 unit of bags and do the cost comparison. Okay, which means for the pencil cases, if 3 units of pencil cases P cost us $97.20, 1 unit of pencil cases will cost us $97.20 divided by 3, and that will give me $32.40. Okay, and 1 unit of bag, we already know that is $119.40. So the difference, now this is where the grouping concept comes in. The difference between 1 unit is that's going to give you the biggest clue. So 1 unit of P versus 1 unit of bag. What is the difference in the cost? Well, it's going to be $119.40 subtract $32.40. All right, and that will give us $87. Okay, so this is the key thing. 1 unit of pencil cases versus 1 unit of bags. Now this is what I call the big difference. Okay, do we have the small difference? Yes, it is part of the question. Each bag cost $14.50 more than each pencil case. Now this is the small difference. Okay, the $14.50 is the small difference. So we must take the big difference, divide by the small difference, and you will be able to get the number of items, either bags of pencil cases, but it's the number of items per unit, the per unit that we had in our model earlier. So number of items per 1 unit, okay, so per unit is going to be the big difference, $87, divided by the small difference. And we will get 6, which also means that, going back to the model for the number of items, 1 unit will have 6 of the items, respective items. All right, which means to answer part A, how many bags did Mrs. Chua buy? She bought 6 bags. That's it. And this is worth usually 4 marks. In part B, what was the cost of each pencil case? Now that we know that we have 18 pencil cases because of the 3 units that we have. Okay, so I'm going to do part B on top. So the number of pencil cases Mrs. Chua bought is 6 multiplied by 3. Because of the 3 units, we have 18 pencil cases. And do we know the total cost? Yes, we do. Total cost spent on all pencil cases, we worked it out earlier, that is $97.20. All right, so part B is relatively easier. So 18 pencil cases cost $97.20, which means for 1 pencil case, it's going to be $5.40. Okay, if you divide by 18, okay, let me write out the step. $97.20 divided by 18, that would be $5.40. So the cost of each pencil case, it's $5.40, and this is typically 2 marks, 1 or 2 marks. All right, so I hope this is useful. If you find this helpful, please subscribe and tune in for more. Good luck for your PSLE. Thank you.